everybody. Welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
And Seabass, not to put you on blast, but I noticed you was walking kind of funny when you was walking into the studio. What's going on with you?
Yeah, why you gotta throw it out there like that?
I don't know.
I went to the beach. I went to specifically 1,000 Steps Beach, which I don't know why they took their fat fucking friend to 1,000 Steps Beach, but they did.
Fuck if they took me, I'd still fucking be there.
What's
The
1,000
part that
Steps
pissed
Beach?
me off is when we were driving back home about, 10 miles up. There's
Yeah.
a beach with 10 steps that was just as pretty than the one with 1,000 steps.
Where's 1,000 Steps Beach?
It's Laguna Beach, South Laguna.
So what it is it's like you park at the top of this hill, and it's just 1,000
Oh, it's not
stairs.
a hill. That bitch is a cliff. Them stairs are steep, and they're unforgiving.
And they're small, right? They're real narrow.
No, they're pretty wide.
Are they? Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. My fat ass would have.
Going down was fine, as is natural. But going back up about fucking three, I don't even know what to call it, 3 breaks in.
3 landings.
Holy fuck. Hold on.
How many? You said there's at the third one you got tired?
Yeah.
How many are there?
Well,
Well, how many steps between landings?
like 10 or 11. But they're steep, so you're fucking climbing.
So it's almost.
And I'm
straight
lifting my legs high to get to the next step.
Up. So
I know you're laughing, but your old ass would have been tired going down.
So 30 steps up, and you were just like, on my way
Fuck
here.
you. Yes.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give a visual to people because I'd have been like, hey, well, fuck it, send help all the way here. Like I'm not going back up.
Seabass like, ain't there a joystick I could just maneuver it?
Yeah,
It
right.
gets
when
me
we
up
got,
there.
When we got back to the top, I was like, they need to install one of those fucking things.
Little escalators.
Yeah, one of them
little people-
fucking... No, the chairs.
Yeah.
What are they called? Stair lifts?
Yeah,
Yes,
the-
they're lift. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chairs for the old people.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Any of your
hilarious.
friends have that same problem?
No.
So the rest of
No, Tony. Is that what you wanted to hear?
So you're the token. You're the fat
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Everybody else is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Why is that so hard to believe?
No.
I was just guessing from what he's talked about and said that
Yeah.
that's how it was going down. He was the token friend.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You do look a little red, actually, in the face.
Yeah.
So you left at what, 11 o'clock-ish?
Yeah, that's when we
Afternoon?
left here.
How long did it take you to get to 1,000 steps?
Hold
2
on,
hours?
11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna go spend the night out there?
Oh, we got there pretty early. We got there at 1 almost 2.
Half the day's gone at that point.
Fuck it. It was still nice.
Dog.
Like, they fucked you. They took you to go down those steps at the highest point of heat.
No, it's covered.
Really?
Yeah, it's covered by trees, and it's nice and cold because the ocean is right there.
It's a double-edged
Once you
sword.
get down
though.
the stairs. No, there's one edge, and it's just all the way through you.
No, what I mean by that is let's say you were walking up the fucking stairs by yourself and you're fucking 45 steps in and you're done. Ain't nobody can see you because it's covered. You'd be stuck under there until somebody
No,
came
not
along.
covered. It's tree cover.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like
shady.
you can
I got
see all the way up to the top of the staircase.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure
like
if I've
vertigo.
ever been there.
I've seen it on movies. I don't think I've ever been there either. Just the name of it alone keeps me from going.
That's by San Diego, right?
Yeah, north of San Diego,
yeah.
like north of Carlsbad.
I think I might have been there once. I didn't attempt to do what you did. I think there was a little shopping area.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a shopping area up top.
Yeah, I think that's where we went.
Have you ever been to it's called the cave or whatever in San Diego? I think or is it in Huntington? Where you go into a shop and then you go it's called the cave, I think, and you go down these
Narrow steps, steep
the set
steps?
of stairs
Oh,
is what I was
Jesus
trying to
Christ.
Jesus. You go down the set of stairs and it takes you down into a cave and you come out at the mouth of a cave.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I've never even heard
And
of
you're
it.
right on the water. You've never heard of that?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I've never been either, but I've seen pictures and people that have told me and all that.
A lot of people there for a Wednesday?
No, not really.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You guys had the beach all to yourselves?
Not really. But there was enough space in between that it was like,
Well, more
It was
importantly,
pretty
were you able to find parking?
yes.
Did you get in the water?
Yeah.
Really?
Not like I didn't go swimming, but
Right.
I got up to my knees.
Why are you surprised you went in the water?
I love the ocean.
Yeah, you're.
I want a boat, goddammit.
I would get a boat for a lake, but I wouldn't. I'm not out on the ocean.
Fuck it.
Like part of me is like, yeah, dude, I could fucking go and get on a sailboat and fucking, you know what I mean, go
A
out.
sailboat?
Yeah.
You crazy.
I want me.
I didn't say I'd be sailing the motherfucker. I said I could get on one.
I want me a tall ship,
What's tall ship?
like a brig style type thing. 2 masts. Not massive, but just something that I could fucking go wherever I want, whenever.
So that you can go fucking play pirate out in the middle of the
No!
ocean.
I know.
And
No!
nobody will fucking
You can
hear
make
you.
somebody walk the
I
plank.
hoist the mainsail.
Because it would be badass. I'm getting fucking passed up by yachts. Yes, you're rich, but I look fucking cool.
What's Johnny Depp's character in
Jack Sparrow.
Ha ha ha. You're both hilarious.
Release the
Yeah.
Kraken.
Yeah, but you're playing your childhood fucking thing of radio host right now. So.
Fuck yeah, well, fuck it.
And you're just a pool man for a living.
but I'm not gonna lie, that would kind of be.
Oh, now
if I
it would be
no,
cool?
I mean no, because if I wasn't afraid of the ocean, that'd be kind of cool to go out. Like, come on, just like running out in the desert with fucking fake machine guns and playing fucking army would still be cool. You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck with anybody. You can roll your eyes all you want. That shit would be cool.
Speaking of that, I showed you guys some videos of this dude that goes out there like Call of Duty with camouflage outfits, and he's got those
Airsoft.
Airsoft. Yeah.
Do those things hurt?
They can because they're kind of like BBs. But
Yeah,
they're
but
plastic.
the people that go out and that they're playing like that, they're damn near in military uniforms.
Yeah.
Like they've got clothes, they've got the vests and shit on, so
Eye gear, the mask, so it
all the
doesn't really
plastics
fucking
and
hurt
shit.
them.
Yeah.
That shit look impressive.
They go play like pansies. We used to play with fucking BB guns just in t-shirts and shorts. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
but I shoot
Chanclas.
my brother and it's a fucking issue.
You shot your brother once
Yeah.
with a BB gun?
Like maybe
Yes
that's for
and no.
off-the-air conversation.
Yes and no.
Uh-oh.
It was a long time ago.
Almost took his eye out. It's all fun and games
Really?
until somebody takes his eye out.
It was not even that close. What was close was when I fell off my bed and hit myself in the fucking eyebrow.
Your mom
That
wanted
was
to
close.
get you that fucking table.
Yeah, we can blame Alon on that woman. Anyways,
All day, every day.
Mhm.
All day, so then you came back at 11, and what time did you have to go into work?
3
I'm so proud of you.
in the morning.
Those are like the days where memories are made. You come home just in time to slide into the shower to get to work.
Yep. Did you sleep at all?
I don't sleep as it is.
No, sir, you're used to it. You're good.
Not really. Look, can you ever get used to not having sleep? No.
Yeah,
Because at some point it turns into delusion.
yeah.
Is that your schedule? Like, you got to be in at 3?
No, it's changing because I'm in training.
Okay.
So like this morning I had to be in at 3. Tomorrow morning I got to be in at 4:30. And then the next 2 days I'm in at 9. And I have 2 days off and then I go in at noon the next day.
Damn.
So once
So-
you're fully trained, what are your hours?
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
All right.
Depends on what I'm better at. I'm hoping for closes, but we'll see what happens.
Noon to 7?
Yeah.
Hour lunch? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Tony, let me ask you a question, because I know you've been married for a long time. And happily married for a long time. Excuse me, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
why
leave
you
that
gotta
out.
throw that in there? That's not suspicious anyways.
And a lot of people have been talking about this, and we used to talk about it when we were kids, but nobody ever like put it into existence like this, and and especially now, women are so much more open than they were when we were kids. But you know what? Have you heard of vabbing?
No.
No.
What is it again?
Vabbing, VABBING.
No.
So, like, like before when you were in high school and you didn't have spray colognes, you just had the kind that you kind of tip the bottle over on your finger and
Right.
you put a little here and a little there. So and you would dab on some
Yep.
cologne, right?
Dabbed up.
Then you put it like right behind your ear, right? On your shirt, maybe. Down your arms, maybe. Back of your neck, right?
Right.
And on your, right?
No.
Shit. Okay.
That burned too much.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's a different show. That's a
Down
different
there.
show altogether. So, but you remember doing that, right?
Yeah.
So, have you ever heard of vabbing? Do you know what that is?
No.
No. So, and they used to say that, someone would say, "Oh, I don't like men that wear cologne. I like their, I want to smell their pheromones, like blah blah blah." They would say like, men that go out and work or whatever, blah blah blah, their sweat, or you're not supposed to take a shower every day so that your pheromones are out on display. You know what I mean? So a woman can smell your pheromones.
I hate to interrupt your story, but when I fucking tell you that my thighs are on fire, they are on fucking fire. It hurts to sit down or stand up.
I would tell you that I have some icy hot, but I would be afraid, like, if you rubbed it too far to the middle, you're going to have a fucking problem.
Well, we'll see
You're
what
going to
happens.
set yourself ablaze. But anyways, so, they tell you, hey, rub one out before, like, after you take a shower, before you go out, because you got to get one out of the chamber anyways, right?
That's called post-nut clarity.
So you're supposed to rub one out after you've taken a shower. That way, the pheromones from your sweat attract a mate, right? Well, they're doing this thing called vabbing now. Apparently, it's a big thing where women are actually rubbing one out, or not even rubbing one out, but putting their hands between their legs and putting a little moisturizing cream behind their ears.
Really?
Yeah, like they're using their pheromones to attract men. Would that, like, do you believe like that would have had they been doing this back
No.
before you met your wife? Would that
Honestly, you would think she needs to take a shower. She's dirty.
well, but wait a minute though. But you're already going to the
Wow, Tony. Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
say that the vagina stinks. I'm just saying that she's touching a little bit of herself and putting it behind her
Well,
ear.
that's a
Like,
little telling, isn't it?
Not all vagina stinks like that. Not all like armpits. Some smell really nice.
You agree with that? You agree that some armpits smell nice?
No. I didn't say. I said not all vaginas smell like armpits. Some smell really nice.
Oh.
Or some don't really have any scent at all.
Nice try.
I am not a fan of armpit smell. Just gonna fucking throw that out there.
So it wouldn't be for the smell then, if that's what you're saying.
Right, because it doesn't necessarily mean that a pheromone doesn't have to have like a strong odor. It has to be there. It has to be available. My question is, if all these women are rubbing themselves and putting it on their neck and behind their ear or whatever, and they go out to a club and they're dancing, do their necks begin to smell like bad vagina? Because they rub that pheromone, that chemistry, that snail trail on their neck.
Hold on a second. Isn't that what I was just saying?
No. You were implying-
immediately that it smells bad.
Yeah, you were implying that the vagina smelled and put it on their neck. I'm saying once
They put it on their neck and then it'll smell.
Yeah, and then they go out and they dance.
And then it'll smell.
Right. Because the only reason why, it's between the legs. It's clammy. It's
Welcome to your anatomy class.
right. You know what I mean? It's closed up. It's got cloth over it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's all humid and stuff. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, yeah.
So do you think a woman could attract you with
No.
her pheromones
I don't
like
think
that?
so. I don't think so.
No.
No.
And you're not just saying that because you're married. to
No,
the most wonderful
I'm
woman in
thinking
the
back.
world, but
I'm thinking back when I was in my 20s, going to the clubs, and yeah,
because I think back then it really didn't matter what it smelled like.
that is true too.
Because if somebody was going to let you partake, you were like, okay. Right? Like, let's be honest,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you got a point there. She could have a third eye.
Or that one eyebrow.
Yeah.
Sebastian,
What do you
You're-
fucking want?
well, you're at that age where, you know, you would be places where the vaginal
You could be at the
odor-
beach.
in a car
No,
with
because
somebody
there's
that's
sand there.
you could be in a well at the beach. That might be a little confusing with the breeze off the water. And anyways,
You're implying that it would smell bad.
I'm just joking. Did you not hear the smile in
Hear
my
what I'm saying here? Okay.
So let's say you're in how confused, like, let's say you were the one dude that gets to go out with all these, like, 3 or 4 girls, right? And you're in the fucking car with them. Because we used to go and there'd be 4 or 5 girls in the car all the time with us, right? So if you're in the car with 4 or 5 girls and they've all rubbed their own fucking jelly on their sandwich, and you're in the fucking car, that's got to be confusing of which sandwich that jelly's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Am I
You're
wrong?
You're disgusting.
Why?
Again, it's not an aroma. It's just something
The
that's
chemical
it's just drawing you to that
reaction.
person. That's all.
Right, but it's a pheromone because you breathe it. It's not like you just don't. It doesn't. It's not attached to a smell per se.
Right. But you're just being drawn to it
Right. So if you're in
chemically, not
so if you're in close quarters with somebody or 4 people, how do you know which one it is? How do you know which woman's chemicals you're attracted to?
Well, if they're all doing it, and you're in the car with all of them, then it's all of them.
it's a good point.
I like where your head's at.
So then you go to the second stage. Which one are you most attracted to visually? Because the attention's already brought to them because of what's going on.
And now here's my next question. Because it's like something that they're talking about on TikTok. Do you really think women are doing that?
No,
Rubbing their juices and putting it on their
no.
Well, I
neck
think there's some that are like Gwyneth Paltrow that would do that.
and their goop?
But in all actuality, it is possible. Yes, they are doing it.
But then look at it this way: Gwyneth Paltrow would just have to take one of her candles, and just-
Right?
yeah,
Just
and
light
she's
it for
good.
you?
Yeah,
You like the way this candle smells?
Yeah.
Come home with me. Because your pheromones don't just come from your hoo-ha. They come from
Oh yeah,
your sweat glands.
when like after I've been working for a hard day, and I'm
2 hours.
the funk, yeah. And my old lady's like, you need to jump in the shower, da da da. I'll be like, yo, that's pheromones. What are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, take those pheromones into the shower.
You go wash your pheromones, honey. Everything will be all right. Everybody's still gonna love you. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting because everybody's talking about vabbing all of a sudden. Be like, all right. So just to let you guys know, so we didn't record earlier this week on 4th of July.
Because God forbid my dad's legs hurt.
Yeah, right.
Mine do.
Shit,
gotta
it's not my
stick it
side,
out.
or my leg, it's my whole fucking side. So I don't know, I stepped wrong or something, and
Are you asking us?
I jammed up my, like it went. I don't know. Somehow it started off with my knee.
Hyperextension.
Yeah, I hyperextended my knee, and then I don't know if I was overcompensating with my other leg or whatever, or was just on it too long. Like my whole side started hurting, and the next day I woke up getting ready to go to work, and like my leg was fucking sore. My arm and my side, like down my rib cage, was all numb.
Damn.
And like I'm taking a shower and I'm reaching up and I'm washing my hair and I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know if my hand is numb or if my head is numb because I'm washing my hair and my head and it all felt funny. And even my neck, like I'm rubbing my neck and I'm like, dude, I don't know if it's that or if am I having a fucking stroke? Like, did I have, like, my whole side was fucked up. So I went to work.
This is from banging up your knee?
Yeah. Because what happens, so, like, I hurt my back when I busted my hand up in Aaron's. And so what happens is my back, like in the middle of my lower to middle back, like if I step wrong or if I've been on my feet too long or the shoes are worn out that I'm wearing, my muscles in the back start to turn this way. And my right leg, I start getting like sciatic pain, and it runs all the way down my leg, like to the tip of my toes. And sooner or later, if I don't stop to take care of it, that shit will tighten up so much that it locks up my back. And when it does that, when I feel it start to do that, the height of my feet change a significant amount. Like, I know everybody's feet are off, but when that starts to happen, mine are off quite a bit.
How often does this happen? In a year?
In a year? None. Like maybe once a year, if that. But yeah. I can go years on end without it affecting me. So when I went to this chiropractor, dude, and I got to tell you, if you ever need to go to a fucking chiropractor,
yeah, I got a dude. Remember?
No, that wasn't he fucking yeah. He fucking rubbed you down. This dude, so I go, right? And he sits down and he's telling me, all right, so we're going to, this is what we do. This is how it works. This is how chiropractic works. Chiropractic is going to help you, blah, 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 whatever. So they take me back and they do an x-ray of like my chest, back, and all that shit, right? And he sat me down and they have this machine that starts from, looks like a lint roller brush, right? And they start at the top of your neck, at the top of your back, where your neck's at, and roll it down. And as you're rolling down, the fucking machine is telling you L1, L2, and it's telling you which ones are out of place as it's going down your back. Okay. And he goes down, and then he goes. After that, they use like a thermal gun. So it's the same kind of wand, and they run it down your back. And with that, they're checking for hot and cold spots on your back. So they know the hot spots is where it's irritated, and there's something misaligned on your back, right? So he runs that down my back. Then he says, all right, so you don't have any pain here, right? And he touches my left shoulder, like right off my shoulder blade. No. And then he touched my fucking right side. Just touched it and barely pushed down. I about jumped out of my fucking seat. And he says, yeah, you're carrying it all right there. Look, he said, I could show you. I'll touch exactly where you're hurting based off of that x-ray. He said, just like you told me, your middle back, your blah, blah, blah. He said, but this down here, he said, because you don't feel anything. And he touches like on my left hip, right? Or just below my waistline on the left, right? On the back. Yeah, just like on the top of my ass cheek, right? Or where my ass cheek would be. And so he touches, I don't feel anything. Bro, he went to the other side and barely pushed, bro. And I think I meowed like a cat. I was like, it fucking hurt so bad, bro. And yeah, that's it. And he said, yeah, you're carrying it all right there. That and your middle back is why your leg is off and why you hurt. He says, but if you look, he says, your hips are off. He says, because you're compensating, they've twisted a little bit. He said, that's going to take time to fix. He says, but what I can do is start with this and fix your back and your leg. And then we'll work on that and we'll get that situated. And then we'll work on your length, your leg length and your hips. He said, but I want to get this done first. He said, because that's going to relieve all that pressure. Bro, I'm not a pussy when it comes to chiropractors because I would much rather just get in there, fucking crunch me up, make all the fucking bones pop, and let's be done, right? It's cool. I can handle it. So this dude takes me into this room. I'll go ahead and sit down right there. And I'm sitting down, and he's all like, yeah, he says, so he's talking to me. He said, go ahead and drop your right shoulder. And he has my head, and he's kind of moving it around. Okay, I know what's coming, right? So, and he said, all right, so on the count of 3, and he goes, 1, rah! And my fucking neck said, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I was like, oh shit. And I wasn't totally set. Like my mouth was open, right? And he went right away to the other side. All right, 1, 2, prop. And I fucking, my jaw hurt. I was like, goddamn, motherfucker broke my jaw doing my fucking. But dude, as soon as he did that, like my neck, like I fucking stretched it out. I was like, fuck, like I felt totally fucking different. And then he put me up on this bed that stands up. He said, all right, he says, just kind of go with it. And the bed lays you down. And while it's laying me down, he's feeling my neck up at the top. He says, all right, okay. He says, I'm going to hurt you. He said, because you're a big boy and they're fucking stuck. So it's going to hurt. So that's all right.
What's stuck?
The bones. He says, they're out of place.
Damn.
So it's going to hurt. So that's all right. Come on. But I'm used to them telling you, okay, 1, 2, take a deep breath, and then on your way out is when they pop. Well, this motherfucker was like, all right, so yeah, okay, you ready? Take it, pop. Like it was all running real quick together. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. Here we go. Next one. But when he got to that fucking bottom one, dude, when he did my lower right hip, God, I've never heard a bone pop that fucking loud, bro.
Damn.
Like it was loud. But as soon as he did that, my fucking leg released pressure like that, dude. Like I could totally, like I didn't feel it. I could walk on it. I could walk normal. I was like, ain't that about a bitch, bro? Just something being out of fucking misaligned in your body, like fucks you up like that. So then, he laid me down and he does the one where they lay they fold your knee up and or your leg and it looks like a 4 and they fucking ass hump you with clothes on, you know what I mean? Trying to get it to pop. He did both my legs like that and I was good. And then he says, go home and ice it. I said, dude, I'm going straight to work from here. He said, all right. He said, well, let me put this shit on you. And he put icy hot. He says, go get you a stick of this and reapply it if you need to later. He says, but as soon as you get home, you need to ice it because you're going to fucking hurt tomorrow. Okay. So sure enough, dude, and I was working by myself, so I couldn't leave that day. And by fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock, dude, that shit had all wiped off my back.
The icy hot?
Yeah, all the icy hot was gone. I could start feeling the pain down my leg. Like it's so like it feels like my leg was swollen and cramped up, like when you overwork it and you feel that burn. It was a burn like that, like inside my leg is what I was feeling. And it hurt so, dude, I started snapping at a customer. Like he wasn't listening to me. I said, bro, I've already told you like 4 times. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't understand. What do I need to tell you? And the lady that was behind him, she's like, yeah, dude, the guy's told you already. Like, what's the problem? So I was like, all right, cool. It's not just me. But I felt bad but fuck, I was in so much fucking pain. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there, dude. So I came home and I took that Tuesday off. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just chill. And I did. I fucking iced it and blah, blah, blah. And then I had Wednesday off and I fucking iced it and did all that. And I went back today and much better today. My leg's still a little tight. I go back tomorrow morning for another quick break. But the shitty part is they don't take my insurance. So I paid, yeah, man. I paid almost 4 bills the first visit. That was for the consultation. That was for the fucking, the actual breaking or setting or whatever the fuck they call it, adjustment, and for the x-rays. But bro, I tell you what, if you ever need to get broken, if you ever need to get, realigned, these guys, they practice a form of chiropractic called Gonstead, which I guess is some German or English dude that is that really rough kind of, all right, let's get it on kind of shit. Because I went to another chiropractor here, and he was letting the table do all the work. Like the tables that break, so they lay you down. This, and then they hit the little thing, goes plink, and I was like, hey, dude, nothing fucking popped, bro. Like I didn't feel anything. And that's what I told him when I was there. I said, hey, I went to this other guy, bro, and he tried to let the table do all the work. I said, I'm too big for that shit. I need somebody that's going to fucking get in there and crack some shit. He said, oh, if you like that, dude, you're at the right place. We'll all fuck you up. All right, cool. So,
every time you go, it's going to be $400?
No, just this first time because it was like the consultation, the first sit down. This is what we're gonna do. This is how it works. Plus the X-rays. Now, whenever I go, it's $55.
And how often are you supposed to go?
After this, I'll probably go like once a month, once every 3 months, depending on how I look when I go tomorrow. But I think if he does it tomorrow, I could probably be good probably for at least 2 months for him to not have to readjust it. But what happens though is like, because it's all the muscles around your spine, so it's taken a while for it to get out of alignment. So now your muscles are used to it being that way. Yeah. So when they crack it back, now you got to keep going so that they keep it that way until the muscles readjust and strengthen back around that shit. But fuck, dude, I was in so much pain, dude. No idea. It was fucking crazy. And I'm good with I'm pretty good with pain, dude. But he'll tell you the first time he saw me with my knee, like I fucking winced, and I was like, "Ooh, fuck me, dude." So that's where I was. That's where we've been numb since fucking 7/4.
You know, it's I hate to bring this up, but
No, you fucking don't.
One of the reasons why I don't like going to the chiropractor or would like somebody adjusting my neck. We just saw a story today. Wife and I, old girl went to a chiropractor. He's popping her neck.
Snaps her.
Snaps it.
Really?
Yeah, she's paralyzed. Yeah, dude, it's
at
bad.
that point, just DNR. Just put me out.
Wow.
So,
that's crazy.
I mean, dude, like you just say, swinging your neck.
Yeah.
Dude, that ain't cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot to it. Like, you got to really kind of. I mean, obviously, the guy that did her was way too aggressive. Like, you got to. I mean, obviously, if it's a guy like me, you're going to have to put a little bit more behind it. You know what I mean? But
right.
But you have to be a little careful when it's, I mean, not everybody's the same tension. You know what I mean? And not everybody's bones are the same fucking strength. But I want to share something with you because I'm so fucking proud of myself. Okay, so I guess it was before. No, it was after the weekend. Was it? Anyways, we had gone to Lake Hemet because my nephew's daughters wanted to learn how to fish. And I've told you all of our fucking stupid fishing stories and that we have absolutely no fucking idea what we're doing, right? But we go and it's fun. We'll sit there and we'll cast and just to sit on the edge of the lake, right?
Right.
So, but my nieces are little badasses, dude. And they told my brother, hey, we want to use worms. And they're like, all right, but you're going to have to learn how to, do them yourself. Okay, no problem. So we go and I'm just casting with a little fly thing that, you know what I mean? Where it just skips along the top of the water, blah, blah, blah. And, my niece goes up there and she's like, all right, I'm going to do it. So she goes and she grabs one and she drops it. Oh, that's gross. But I'm going to do it. So she grabs one and she fucking puts it on the hook, wraps it, and puts it on. I'm like, God damn it. So my little niece, well, how old is Yaretsi? 7?
There's no way.
Yeah, dude. She's in kindergarten. 5, 6?
5 or 6.
Okay, so 5 or 6, right? She went and got a worm, and she put a worm on a hook.
Oh, that's showing you out, kid.
So I was like, man, fuck that. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I was like, whew. All right, I'm going to do it. Bro, I don't know what it is about fucking worms. Like, they tell you don't have fear around dogs because they could sense it. They tell you don't have fear around kids because they could sense it. You know what I mean? Worms can sense that shit, dog. I'm telling you. Because I picked that motherfucker up, and as soon as the hook got close, that bitch did a little dance. Oh, fuck. And the little girls are laughing at me, and I'm like, man, fuck that. Okay, come on, Theo. You got to do it. Come on, Theo. You good? My little niece, oh, yeah, Theo, you could do it. Come on. I'm like, fuck, okay. So I pick it up, and I get it over there, and I fucking manned up, and I got it through the head, right, or through the tip of the worm, and I slide it back. I'm like, all right, cool, okay. The hard part's over. I got the first one done. So then because the worms are long that you buy. They're not like little fucking mealworms. They're like fucking earthworms, right? And so then I got it around like the middle of the worm so that I could fold it back up and put that on the hook. Because if not, they'll just come and they'll piece out the worm and you'll never catch anything. So I grabbed it and I'm squeezing it and I'm holding it and I'm like, I don't care if it's wiggling. I'm cool. I got this. And I go to put the hook through it, dude. And the worm was tough. Like the skin was tough. And I finally got it through the worm and it popped, bro. Like you could hear it. It's popping. So, but I finally got it on there, dog. I sat there and I fucking fished with a worm on the hook that I put on there myself. I fucking showed no fear. But I'll put a video of it up later today. That way, when you guys see it, or after you hear this, you can go on and look at it. Fucking hilarious, dude.
Last week or the week before, I was working, and something flew by me, and it kind of tapped me in my head. So I figured it was a bee or something along those lines.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I could hear the buzzing around my ears. So, I kind of flicking my ears, trying to get it away. Again, not thinking anything about it. And it was a bee because I saw him flying in front of me.
Okay.
And then he came at me again. So I'm trying to, shoo him away. And again, I'm not thinking twice about it. It's just like, leave me alone. He'll go away. I'm flapping my arms a little bit. And all of a sudden, dude, he's like behind me. All I'm hearing is zzz, zzz. And I'm like, what's going on? So, dude, at this point, I'm taking my baseball cap off and I'm flaring it at him.
Right. And,
dude, he kept messing with me. And luckily, nobody was at the house because, dude, I'm flaring my arms left and right, up and down. Dude, like crazy. Turns out I had to run away because I was just standing in one spot with this bee messing with me. So, dude, I literally ran away.
Wow.
And I grabbed my stuff and I was like, screw this, I'm out. I'm not trying to get bitten by a bee.
Right.
And, dude, let me tell you, my arm was so tore up from me swinging and flaring. And, dude.
Your arm was all sore?
Like I said, in the moment, it was like a bronking bull. Dude, up and down, all the way. Dude, I was doing all kinds of crazy shit. Trying to kill him, first of all.
And it was nothing on you that it was attracted. You would just fucking. It would just.
I didn't even think about that, but no, I don't think so.
You didn't rub none of your vaginal hormones on your head. I just want to, and I know you know, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. You know that bees don't bite, right?
Well, they sting you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So happened to me once.
Yeah. Are you allergic to them?
Apparently not, because I did get stung, and I did it real quick. I pulled the
stinger out.
The stinger out. Got me right behind my neck.
Ouch.
It was I like it when homes are being built. So I walk through it when it's just a 2x4 is out, so you can figure out what the room is and all that kind of good stuff. And I guess there was a beehive in the backyard where I walked into.
Oh wow!
And they came after me. And I took off running, and one got me right in the back of my neck. And luckily, like I touched it, I felt it. Felt like a thorn.
Right.
I just pulled it out and took off.
And it didn't itch or burn?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Wow. Now, you're not allergic to them, are you? That you know of?
Allergic to
bees?
Not that I know of.
Dude, I got bit by a red ant this weekend, right on my middle finger knuckle.
Ouch.
I was putting an umbrella together in my backyard. And all of a sudden, I had this sharp pain in my finger, and I looked at it. It was a red ant, a big one.
Right.
So I just killed it and, kept it moving. Dude, my finger hurt for at least 4 hours.
Really?
Dog. Oh, it was so painful. 4 hours. Maybe if I would have dunked it in some alcohol or something, it would have helped. But
well, I was watching something this morning that they do out in LA, and they have these in LA, I guess they separate your food from all the other shit that you're supposed to recycle. I guess they have
composting?
Yeah. So they have like this place where they have these compost heaps, and it's just in this one area, right? And they said that the shit gets 140. It could get up to 140 degrees from all the little microorganisms eating this shit and everything degrading or whatever, right? But my question is, especially when you brought that up about the ant and all that if all of us and all of our children are getting bigger because of all the fucking hormones and shit that they're putting in the food, how big are bugs gonna get from eating all the shit?
Well, I haven't necessarily seen any bugs get bigger. I mean, once in a while you see one of those big old flies.
Oh yeah, them horse flies.
Yeah, those are some big flies.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you if I've seen any insects or bugs that are bigger than normal.
Do you think it could happen?
No, I don't. But no,
I
don't think so.
But
I have seen these crows, humongous ass crows.
Fuck yeah.
There's a lot of crows out here, kid. The last couple of years.
You got more and more?
Yeah, a lot more.
I haven't noticed that.
I seen one. He must have got hit by a car, but he was like laid on the street, and his wings were open. Dude, those things are big.
Yeah, dude, they can get really fucking rather large. Well, have you ever seen like a turkey vulture?
No.
Holy shit, dude. They're huge. And like where we used to live out in Phoenix, well, it's called Gilbert. It's just outside of Phoenix. And they would have them like, there was like 4 or 5 that would roam our streets. There was like a fucking gang of them. And they were just, they were big, and you could tell that they look like turkeys, but you could tell that they weren't. They were like the vultures on the fucking Bugs Bunny cartoon. No. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, they're a fucking trip.
Well, have you heard about all these stories about sharks? I'm surprised this fool got in the water. Biting people on the beaches.
Yeah, there's more coming, right?
Dude, like in the last month, I think like 4 people have been bitten.
Wow.
But they just did a new story on this one guy. I think it's here in California, but I could be wrong on that. Dude, they said he got bit by a great white. And the great white was over 20 feet long.
Holy shit.
Dog, 20 feet is long.
That's massive, dude.
That is, dude. You figure, what, I'm 5'9"?
That's probably about the length of your truck.
Probably longer.
Could be a little bit, yeah. Because we used to drive, which are like the Aaron's trucks. So imagine the fucking shark's almost that long.
Because sometimes we get a PVC pipe that's 20 feet long.
Right.
And it'll hang over the hood and still make it to the back of your truck.
Okay.
Like going over the top.
Wow.
Dude, 20 feet for a shark is humongous.
Fuck yeah. There's a video somewhere where these people are out fishing, or they're out on the ocean, and you look off the back of the boat, dude, and you see this very visible on the top of the water. It's a V shape, like where the ripple of the water, and this thing is fucking moving. It's not like it's fucking whatever's under the water is fucking moving. Like it's not just la la, it's fucking coming at you,
dude.
And they're sitting there and they're filming it, and oh my god, and they look off the side of the boat where it goes, dude, and it was a fucking shark. And it was ginormous, and I'm thinking, holy shit, dude. Like, you could see a good, 30, 40 feet off the back of the boat. You could see where the V starts and the ripple of that fucking thing coming at the boat. I'm like, and that motherfucker was flying. In my estimation,
that's Jaws right there.
Fuck that, bro. There's no way. Like, he talks about getting a fucking boat and going into what? Huh? Like there's another one about. I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about, it was like an old piece off of something else, and they were talking about this. What's calamari? Squid. That they had this ginormous squid off of one of these oiling platforms, and like he's on the side of the rig, but he's got these tentacles right, that are long, but he also has like the tentacles are like legs. They're jointed at the knee, and he can walk with those along with the other tentacles. I was like, fuck that, dude. Like, there's just so much shit in the ocean and the water that we have no fucking clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of these fishes that they're showing and they catch is really, really kind of awkward. Like, they got some really crazy shit out in the ocean and things that they catch and the teeth that these fucking fish have. It's crazy. Real quick, let me back up. Have you ever been to Lake Hemet?
That's not off of Morongo. No, that's Lake Paris.
Yeah, it's
I
up
don't
here.
think
It's
I've
up
been.
off 74.
No, I don't think I've been to Lake Hemet.
Dude, it's like an hour and 15 minutes away. It's a really nice place. I mean,
Lake Hemet is that far away? An hour?
yeah, like an hour.
Because isn't Hemet just 30 minutes on the freeway?
No. It's up here. It's up 74. It's just as you're coming out of the other side of 70, like all the loop-de-loop of 74,
Okay.
and you hit like a little flat patch. It's right there,
No, I've never been there.
and it's really nice. Like they have like it's called an yurt. You know what an yurt is?
Nope.
So an yurt is kind of like a canvas tent. A yurt. It's a canvas tent, and they have those set up for like 3 to 5 people, and it's already furnished. It has like furnished by. It has like the things that you sleep on, the cots, and you just take like your own blankets and all that kind of shit. And they also have cabins there that you can rent that are set up.
Is that near Idlewild? Like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have been there.
And then they also have like a trailer park there, so you can rent a trailer and stay in one of the trailers for a week or however long you're going to be there. Dude, it's a really nice little spot. It was clean. Everybody was acting right. Like, it was really kind of nice.
I remember we've been to. Would it be Lake Idlewild? There's 2 lakes not too far from each other.
Okay.
I've been to both, but we've gone to one more than the other.
Okay.
And we've like camped.
Oh.
And let me tell you, it gets cold at night. It gets hot during the day, and it gets cold at night.
Well, when we went up there, it said that it was 94, but it felt cool out there. Like, it wasn't hot to where you're like, oh, fuck, man, I need to get under a tent. But you could, like, because the cool breeze off the water, it was good, dude, the whole time. It was good shit.
So you just went for the day?
Yeah, me, my sister, my brother, his wife, and the kids. We just took them up there to go fishing. They want to go again this weekend, but I don't know if I can physically manage to go out there and do a whole day of that kind of shit again. For now, I might fight through it and go. Fuck it, I don't know. We'll see. I still got sick time. Just kidding, Job.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
If you had to send a package somewhere, a box.
Not lately.
No, if you have to, what would you do?
What would I do?
You got a box of clothes. You got to send to somebody in wherever.
I would tape up the box.
Okay, it's all that's done. Where do you take it? Who's sending it for you?
I'd take it to the post office.
They don't do boxes.
They don't do boxes anymore?
No, nothing large.
How large is the box?
Good sized box.
UPS?
Yeah, exactly. We got a homie that works there.
Right.
That's what we did. When we sent my son's clothes, we shipped his clothes out before we left.
Okay.
So it'll get there around the same time that we arrived.
He still doesn't have it.
No, he's got it.
Oh.
But we shipped out like 17 boxes, kid.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, it was a pretty penny too. But did I tell you the story about how the people working there were joking around about how much it was going to cost? They kind of took bets with each other. How much you think it's going to be? And they looked at all our boxes. And they were like, where are they going? Where the box going? He said Chicago. And they would throw out numbers. and they said it out loud how much it was going to cost.
Right.
Which I didn't at the time. I didn't think it was a big deal. Not that I do now, but it's still kind of unprofessional. They're telling all these people in this store, because it was a UPS store, how much we're spending. But what was funny is when we were leaving, this woman came out that she was leaving too, and she's like, "Excuse me," and we were like, "Yeah." She said, "Why'd you guys ship with UPS?" And we were like,
"Who else do you ship with?"
Yeah, who else? With UPS, that's what they do. Oh, y'all should have went to Federal Express. That would have been so much cheaper. And I was like, oh, that is so cold. But I didn't even think about it. Oh, you got to call. When you have that many packages, you got to price comparison. I'm like, yeah, you probably got a point. But then we would have had to drive all the way down to Federal Express because the UPS store is right around the corner from our house.
Right.
But I just thought it was funny. She's like, oh, y'all should have went with Federal Express. And I felt like telling her, I got a friend of mine that works at UPS. He wouldn't appreciate this too much.
Right. Yeah, but he didn't appreciate it enough to give you no discount either. Hey, time to go to FedEx. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. So can I ask how much you spent? We can play a high-low game if you want. I don't care.
Low four figures. This is over $1,000.
On 7 boxes?
17.
Oh, 17?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not too bad at all.
17 into... How much is that a box? Did you figure it out?
I think it came out to like $70 a box.
Oh, that's kind of expensive, yeah. FedEx would have been like $30 a box.
No, shit the fuck. But everything got shipped, man. His Xbox, his clothes, stereo stuff.
Does somebody like your son still want a stereo? Like, do people his age still want stereos?
I know, like, we had bought him the Sonos speakers.
Oh, okay.
So he put one in his living room, one in his bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Sonos speakers are no joke, kid.
Yeah.
Dude, those things are off the hook. The only problem with them is, unfortunately, they require Wi-Fi. And a good Wi-Fi signal. If you ain't got Wi-Fi, you're screwed.
Yeah, but what...
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Say what kid his age is not going to have Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You see, I originally they've got one speaker in each of their rooms at my house.
Right.
And we would have problems here and there once in a while, right?
So, with your dial-up?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, as we never really noticed it, all of a sudden they just started working again, which is why I decided to buy him the Sonos speakers.
Okay.
Because I was like, well, they work, and they do work. Because initially I was like, man, these things are garbage, because half the time they didn't work. I would always have to reset them, and it's a pain in the ass. And then I figured out, once we upgraded our Wi-Fi to
actual Wi-Fi?
Actual Wi-Fi, yeah. We've never had a problem with them since. But dude, those speakers are clean, they're clear, they look great.
Hey, dude, Sonos puts out a good fucking product. Real good product.
I would love to hear what their subwoofer sounds like.
Nah, that shit's expensive though.
Yeah,
you know what?
They're pricey.
Some of their subwoofer stuff is really good, but because they use like a 3/4 inch speaker, is usually about what they use, and then it's just tubed and chambered.
I don't know. I don't know. You're probably right. I know the Bose is that way.
Yeah, the Bose does that too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Sonos is that way.
I believe they are, but I could be wrong.
But like 2 little speakers, because at Costco, they come in a 2-pack a pair.
Right.
It's like $400.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But they're worth it. They're really worth it.
God damn.
Like I could in their rooms on my phone, I could have one room playing one thing, one room playing the other, something different. I could have them both playing the same thing.
And then that was like I remember back when we were growing up, it was you had the big one with the glass case.
The stereo system?
Yeah, then you know what I mean? Double cassette, the amplifier,
the turntable
EQ,
on top.
Turntable on top. Depending on how old you were, it may have had an 8-track, it may not, you know what I mean? And then the big old, remember, you'd have the original ones that came with it, but if you was good and you had a little bit of money, you bought you the Sirwin Vegas.
Yeah. And then you'd have to sit right next to it to listen through your earphones.
Oh yeah.
And it had the big cones with the curled cord.
Oh yeah.
That you plug into it.
Like it looked like air traffic control. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go in for clear for landing. Blah blah blah.
And just sit there for hours looking at the album and listen to it.
Right, reading all the lyrics as you're going.
Yeah.
I used to date this girl that wrote all the lyrics. She would say she had books, bro. Notebooks and notebook. Like she would just write the lyrics to songs. And she had a great fucking catalog of music. And she would sit there and write them all. I'm at her house. You're like, oh my God, look at this song. And blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't care what it is.
I remember when I think I was a senior in high school. I was working, so I bought my own stereo system for my room.
Right.
And I got it from Fedco. Remember that store?
Holy shit.
I'm surprised I remembered it.
Do you remember
Fedco.
Federated?
Federated, no.
The dude was on TV. Ain't no price better than Federated, and he smashed the shit with a sledgehammer.
No, but in New York we had Crazy Eddies.
Oh,
Same thing.
Fucking hilarious.
Dude would get on acting all crazy, smashing shit.
Right.
Fedco. Not to mistake it with Gemco.
Right.
But Fedco, the salesman, I was buying it. The guy tried to get me to add on, because it was a rack system, a CD player. And I was like, well, dude, first of all, who had CDs at that time?
Right.
Nobody. And CDs were like $40, $50 for one. And I was like, no, I got cassettes. I got stacks of cassettes. I don't need no CD player. And I probably should have bought the CD player.
Right? You'd have been all, hey, baby, look what I got. Ever see one of these? It's called a compact disc player. What you know about that? I don't. What is it, Tony? Tell me, T-Bone. Tell me, Paychecks.
I remember our first stereo system that we bought when I was in junior high, probably, was a Quasar. Was that Radio Shack?
Quasar?
No. Yeah.
Or Quartz? I think you're right. No, I think you're right. It was Quasar. Yeah. It may have been.
Man, we used to think that was the shit. Like you said, it had the 3-band EQ. Oh.
I remember growing up, we had one of them ones there was the whole fucking, like, the length of that wall. And it had the two speakers that looked like they were fucking huge. Until you open it up and look behind it, and it was just this real small magnet with it was terrible.
We used to have a bar.
Yeah, and it had the cassette player, the 8-track,
and it was a bar, and in the front it had a screen.
Yeah, TV.
No, you turn it on, it had like 5 lights in it. They looked like stars.
Oh yeah.
And if you got the upgraded version, they would actually blink. You could have them blink.
Fuck. The shit that entertained us back then, right? Fuck.
Turn out all the lights, put some music on, put those
Turn
stars
on lights.
On. Oh,
Turn
man.
the lights down low. Fuck, dude. I remember my first box.
Boombox?
Hell yeah. I think that was it. Panasonic,
yeah.
Yup. The 2 little 8s or whatever it was, and the little EQ, and me and LL Cool J, man, we couldn't live without our stereo. Shit.
I remember the skinny long boomboxes, small ones.
Yeah.
Dual cassette.
Oh, and they came in different colors, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's when Jazzercise came out.
I had a neighbor who used to I don't know, we might have spoke about this. They would record cassettes.
Correct.
At high speed.
Right.
So that just go through it quicker.
Right.
But they would turn the volume all the way up.
Right, because they wanted to make sure that they got it at the high volume.
Right, but did we speak about...
No, but I used to do the same shit. Because you'd record it, be like...
I even told them, you don't have to do that.
Like, it doesn't seem as loud. Maybe you got to turn it all the way up. You turn it... Oh, yeah, that's it. That sounds much better. You remember thinking like that? You never did that shit?
No.
Fuck that. How many mixtapes did you make back in the day with just off the radio?
Dude. I used to make mixtapes off the radio on my Walkman.
Oh shit!
Like you be listening to music on your Walkman, the radio,
right?
And if a song came on, you hit the record button and play at the same time.
Fuck.
And then you got to get it right after the dude stops speaking, the DJ,
right?
And you got to catch it right before the commercial or the DJ came back on.
I used to love when I first got into radio. That was my mission. I'm gonna fuck everybody's day up. I'm gonna talk over all that shit. Ain't nobody gonna. You ain't gonna record shit for free on my show. Go buy the album,
dude. I used to on the cassette, the sticker, the label.
Yeah,
I would put it in a typewriter and type out what it was.
I remember you doing that,
dog. My shit used to be legit. Even the jewel case
was
the
typed
paper,
out.
Yeah, it was typed out.
I remember that shit.
Oh,
I was like, look at this motherfucker, dude. Man. Let me see it. Let me put it in the Alpine right quick.
Remember laser discs?
Oh yeah, where they had the big old pull-out tray for the lights.
It had a humongous. The disc itself was probably
like a. It
was bigger than a record.
Yeah,
but you couldn't. You would have to actually put the whole sleeve in. And if I remember right, somehow it removed the disc from the sleeve.
We never had one of those. I don't know.
I didn't either.
And I didn't stick around long enough at anybody's house.
Well, and the funny thing is, they didn't last too long.
Oh, yeah.
And why do you think VHS tapes beat out Beta? Remember those two? Well, VHS, everybody knows.
Well, it's like iPhone and Android.
But Betas were so much smaller. And so, I mean, you would think they should have won that war.
Well, but I think that VHS was cheaper and was already out in the market. They already had too far of a jump for...
They didn't come out at the same time?
I don't think so. And if they did, that just goes to show you the bias towards VHS. You know what I mean? That everybody had already thought, oh, that's the leader. And wasn't VHS the camcorder? Wasn't that out before the Beta?
I don't remember that. But again, as far as size, I would have just thought Beta would have been the winner.
Well, but that's like the mini disc. So
mini disc,
mini disc, it was like a smaller than a floppy disk.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it was in a hard case, and it was you can get up to 60 hours worth of music on one mini disc. And it was covered, so it was protected. You could drop it on your floor, and it wasn't going to get scratched. Because what happens when you were driving, right? And you had to get a disc. You'd pull a disc out of that big old fucking Bible of CDs that you had, right? You'd pull out the one that was in there. You couldn't put it away because you were driving, so it ended up on the ground.
I've never messed with a mini disc. I do remember them, though. But I do think that theory you had about as far as what came out first, and it has such a lead, the CD came out, so the mini disc came out way after CDs.
Well, not only that, but the mini disc were so much more expensive, and they were so much. The players were so much more expensive than a CD that it wasn't cost effective for you and I to buy a mini disc.
All right, I don't even remember.
So Sony put so much money into it, they said, well, fuck it, we'll figure out somewhere else to use it, and they made the mini disc for their PSPs. And that's what PSPs are on. PSP games.
Oh, really?
It's on a mini disc. Pokemon as well. But we used to use them for, like, when we first got into radio, one of the record companies bought mini disc players for all the mixers and for the studio and the production studio. That way, guys could record their sessions, their mixes at home on a mini disc, and they would just play the mini disc that night, and they would have a cut sheet. All right, first song is this, going to play for this long. I put in a sweeper here. You have, 10 seconds here between two songs. You have a talk break here for a minute and such, and blah, 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 because all that music was, you have to play this kind of song, you have to play this kind of song, to play this kind of song, you have to do this, you have to do that. So, because all that stuff was already mitigated, they just had the guys record it at home. And they would do it on mini disc. And they could record hours on one mini disc.
Damn.
It's crazy. You all right there, kiddo? Look like you're falling out.
I'm struggling to stay awake.
Yeah? You can go ahead. I know you had a long night.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of this conversation anyways. This is about the 40s or whatever the fuck you guys are talking about. So
40 days and 40 nights. We're good.
No, the 1940s.
No, I got it.
You dinosaurs. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Nighty night.
I don't even want to get up. That's how bad it hurts.
That bad, huh?
My fucking thighs are killing me. You laugh, it like genuinely hurts to get up.
As long as you don't fart when you get up, you'll be all right.
I'm just using my ass to stand up.
All right.
Ow. Waiting for the light on and it's fucking awesome.
Saka.
So, I meant to ask you. Well, I meant to talk about. We'll come back to this last recording in regards to bone marrow.
Okay.
You said you had bone marrow butter on your steaks.
Correct.
I've never had bone marrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming it's very good. Taste-wise for a steak.
Yes.
Well, when we had our steaks in Chicago.
Well, let me say this. The way it was prepared when I had it, it was very delicious for a steak. But I don't believe that every place does them the same. Because I remember my grandma, when she would make caldo, she'd like beef stew or whatever, she would take the nub of bone that was left with a toothpick and scrape out the bone marrow, and she's sitting there sucking the bone. I'm like, Grandma, what do you do? Like, there's like less than an ounce of bone marrow in there. What are you doing? You're gonna pass out sucking on that bone trying to get that shit out of there. But she used to love it, so I don't know.
Hold on, I'm just saying. I don't want to be disrespectful to your grandmother.
It's all right. I started it. So
yeah,
whatever.
I mean, the way you're saying it.
Yeah, I know, right?
But, my daughter had ordered it, like a steak with that.
Okay.
And I was looking forward to it. I ain't gonna lie. But dog, it came a bone. It was literally a bone, like cut long ways. So, lack of a better description, a canoe,
Right.
with the bone marrow in the center, with a spoon. And like my daughter took it, scooped it, and like wiped it on her steak. And I was like,
Your daughter just does it like she's down, dude. Like,
oh, yeah.
they'll try whatever once, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy. Like, because had that come, like when I ordered it, had it come like that, I'd have been like, yeah, no, that's not butter, bro. That's fucking.
It's not. No, it's not butter. It was straight up bone marrow.
Yeah, that's different.
Apparently, it was good. She loved it, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I get that it's tasty, but I don't think I could get past the fact that it's coming out of the middle of a bone, and they just cut one open for you and said, "Chow down." Like when we went this last time, and we went to Carver's, they had, and when I say they, I mean everybody at the table but myself. Oh, I don't think my brother tried it either. They had steak tartare. You like that?
No.
Oh, you made it sound like you like that. Like,
No.
why are they eating that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my thought. I was like, fuck, dude, look, I know we came out to a really nice restaurant or whatever, but none of us at this table are that fucking highfalutin.
But here's the thing also. They say you're supposed to like get a steak
Almost raw.
rare,
Yeah.
medium rare. And I can't do that.
They say that eating that raw meat, because it's young meat. It's not like it's from a young cow. It's almost like a veal, right? It's not an older same cow or same meat you'd get somewhere else, right? So then they mix it with like an egg and other shit and blah blah. So you're eating a raw chicken, you're eating raw meat, and whatever else they put in there to flavor it. I just can't get past the. It's pink and it's never hit flame.
Right.
Like
Don't get me wrong. I hear you.
All our life, we were saying, "Hey, don't eat raw meat. And fucking your worms in the brain and shit. Like, especially pork.
You're gonna
don't
get sick.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm good. Just like he gets irritated because I don't eat I won't eat a steak that's less than medium, like medium well. So it's just a real thin line of pink. I don't like it like overly pink. I don't like to touch it and fucking blood's coming out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good, bro. I need to make sure that motherfucker's dead. You know
Well, how does he like it?
He likes it rare.
Really?
Or medium, yeah.
Well, medium's okay, but medium well is where I tend
that's about where I rest, is medium well.
And if it's an actual steak place, I might go medium because they'll cook it right.
Right.
You go to, it's got to be a steak spot.
Right.
Outback, no, medium well. Because
Yeah.
you ask for medium, it's going to be bloody.
Yeah. Yeah, but that man, how was the steak though? Was it good?
Oh yeah,
But you just didn't fuck with the
Actually,
bone marrow?
I got a picture of that bone marrow. You can put it up on the
Okay, on the Instagram,
which
which is Madhouse Sideshow, and that's the Instagram handle. So you can go on and find us, so you can see these pictures that we're talking about. So
also, you know what I forgot to mention?
Huh.
In Chicago, my son and I were putting his furniture together, and it was just him and I in the apartment. So I don't know where my wife and daughter were.
Did he have to show you how to put something together?
No, but I felt... I wasn't embarrassed, but I was embarrassed. I got this leg cramp on my thigh. Remember how I told you I'll get them sometimes?
Right.
Dog. I had to stand up real fast. I was just walking around. Again, I had my fist just banging on it, trying to get it to stop with the pain. And, dude, it was a good 15 minutes at least before I was able to get back to work. But, it's just like, I would hate for him to think, man, you fucking old.
Right.
Not that he was, but still, it's like, I'm showing my limitations.
Right.
I'm not super dad anymore. I can do everything.
Right.
It's like, damn.
That does fucking, it does take the sharpness out of your pencil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it, dude. Because there's times where I try to do shit all the time, and I'm just like, because like sometimes like my right hand, since I've had that surgery and all that shit, like there's times where I can grip and I have full strength on my arm, and there's some days I'll wake up and I'm just like, it's like a fucking noodle today. You know what I mean? Like I'm afraid to try to grab something heavily because I'm not gonna be able to hold it. You know what I mean? And so there's times where I'm like, hey, yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and I get up and like, yeah, we're not gonna be able to do most of that shit that I wanted to get done.
I'm showing my age again too by when we get to when my wife and I travel, or even if we're alone, airline, we go straight to the counter. Yeah, here's my ID, here's my name. I got tickets going wherever, and they'll pull it up. Okay, yes, I see you going here. Final destination. You got luggage? Yes. Okay, put it on the scale. Whoop-de-woo. Here are your tickets. Go to the gate. You're good. Straight. When we were leaving, going back to Palm Springs from Chicago, they have kiosks that you could do all that shit yourself.
Right.
So I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like self-checkout.
Yeah.
At the airport. Fuck that.
My daughter was doing it, and she was like, there's an open machines if you guys want to do it. We were like, no, we've paid good money. We'll just take it up to the front. And I have to admit, there was a long-ass line. But hey, we got to the airport early. It's all good.
That's why you get there early, because you got to go through this
So
shit.
Somebody that works there was, going to everybody in the line, and he came up to us. He's like, yo, you guys want to use the kiosk? We were like, no, we're good. He was like, it'll be quicker. It's really easy. And I was like, I looked at my lady, you want to give it a try? She's like, yeah. So we went, we did it, and, we did it. It worked out.
So let me ask you a question before you go further. Do you think your wife said no to it because she knew you wouldn't want to?
No.
No, okay, because it sounded like she jumped on the train pretty quick this
not
time.
at all.
Okay.
She's the same boat as me.
Okay.
We paid just like you. Self-service, no. If I'm paying, I'm paying. This is what I paid for. So we were like, all right, and you got to go through a series of screens.
And them bitches don't have the same discount codes you have when you go to self-checkout. Feel me?
You got to go through a series, answer some questions. Messed up a couple of times, had to go back. They print you out luggage tags, tag your luggage. But here's the thing. Then you still got to go back in line to give them your luggage and to confirm everything's okay.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. But because majority of the work is already done by you go through it a lot quicker, obviously. So if more people did that...
Fuck that. They should have a, hey, I did all the work myself line. That way they could just check you in and out real quick. And then let everybody else that don't want to do it, they could fucking wait in line. I'd have been fucking, wait a minute. You took me out of fucking line to make me come do all the work myself and then put me at the back of the fucking line? The fuck out of here.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, fuck that. I'm mad just thinking about it. Wow. How much time do you think you wasted? How far from the front of the line were you when she pulled you out?
We had just got in line.
Okay, so you weren't that.
Yeah.
So you didn't lose very much space, or was there? No. Okay.
And again, it went quick. In a big airport setting, I think it's probably a good idea. Palm Springs Airport, nah, they don't even have it. I don't even think.
Right.
But then big airports, I think, that works out really well.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't flown in a long time. And I need to make some time to do that shit because it's good to keep that going. Dude, I got to tell you, and I know we haven't talked about them in a long time, and I haven't had any made, but I think we need to do it again. The shirts work. I was going to tell you right now.
What's the shirt?
Our shirts are Sideshow shirts. So when I was in Vegas, I must have worn them. I must have worn them 2 days out of the 4 that I was there.
Damn.
So
you need to upgrade your wardrobe, kid.
Nah, that was just during the day, and then when I'd go upstairs and change for the night. You know what I mean? A little. I'd put on a Madhouse shirt then, and I'm just kidding.
You threw on the black Madhouse shirt?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I say that because I don't ever remember us having anybody listen from Las Vegas, any downloads.
Okay.
From Las Vegas. But I was checking. I would check the program once or twice while I was there. Dude, there was like 2 or 3 people that listened in Vegas while we were there.
Really?
Yeah. And it's not like I talked to anybody about it. Nobody said, hey, is that it? Just out of... sure must be fucking working.
Wow.
So I'm going to wear that bitch everywhere. I don't care. Shit. Tell me that don't work. It ain't worth it. It's good. So I got to have some new ones made and blow some out again. I was thinking about blue. What do you think?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Blue with the red circus tent and all that shit. Be cool?
Yeah.
You down? All right. See about ordering some of those here soon.
Did you hear about that in New York? That bodega clerk?
Yeah, what kind of bullshit is that, dude?
Dude. So, in case nobody knows, there's a clerk working in a bodega, which is like a little small grocery store. Very small. And...
like a Sosa's.
Yeah. And a woman came in trying to buy some chips for her daughter. And she was trying to use either ATM card or EBT card, I think they said.
Right.
And it declined. And so I didn't hear this the first time. I heard this after I heard the story a few times, that she felt that the clerk snatched the chips away from her daughter's hands a little too aggressively. That's what the ruckus was about.
Okay.
So she started yelling at him, you know, you ain't got to snatch the chips out of my daughter's hand like that, da-da-da. So I don't know what happened then, but she said she's going to go get her boyfriend. So she goes out to the car. Next thing you know, a man walks in, starts yelling at the clerk. It's video, but there's no audio.
Okay.
So at least from what I've seen. And so the dude comes around to the back to where he works, behind the counter.
Okay.
And he starts pushing the dude around, and he's going to start fighting with him behind the counter. So he, like, ragdolls him from left to right.
Fuck that.
So the clerk somehow got a knife, and I think it was like the first stab, got an artery.
Ooh.
And the dude died. So they arrested the clerk, and they sent him to jail.
How ridiculous is that he's in jail for protecting himself?
Dude, yeah. And they have the video showing it. They had his bail at like $250,000, and they were like, people were in outrage. When they say you protesters or people voicing their opinion doesn't work, it does work sometimes.
Right.
Because apparently so many people were like, this is crazy. He was, defending himself. They lowered his bail to like $50,000, so they only had to come up with, the family only had to come up with $5,000.
Jesus.
And so he's out on bail at the moment, but still he's facing murder charges.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude. I mean, well, yeah, no, it's fucking, yeah, okay, so the dude stabbed him. Well, unfortunately, you chose to go the violent route. I was shitting myself because I thought you were going to fucking hurt me, and I chose to hurt you first.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Fuck. Do you think he'll get out? Do you think there's enough outcry?
I think there is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Between the video and the outcry, they gotta let him loose.
You would think, but stranger fucking things have happened, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Well, did you hear too on, and I know that these are two totally different, but just on how crazy the law and all that bullshit is, right? So, with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, right? So, Amber Heard had lost for the most part. Let's just say that she did, because $2 million as opposed to 10.5 is a loss, right? So she had time to appeal it, but instead what she did is she asked the court to throw it out, the judgment out, because they said that the amount that he was that he was awarded was grossly inflated as opposed to the 2 that she got, first of all. And then she said that because one of the jurors that was on the case wasn't actually the juror that was supposed to show up. So that would be like if my dad was still alive and we were living in the same home, and they just sent a jury summons to Domingo Lopez.
Okay.
No middle initial. Could have been either one of us.
Oh,
right?
You're a junior?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So,
really?
Yeah. So it could have been either. That's why I always said. That's why I waited so long to be called Mingo. Because my dad, when I was growing up, they would call me Minguito, like little Mingo. That's why it's funny when fucking Rob calls me that. Oh, Minguito. Because my dad, well, he was Mingo. So everybody called him that. I couldn't be called that until I grew up. So anyways, so they said that the jury summons was supposed to go to the father and not the son that showed up.
I'm serious.
Yeah, and so they were fighting it, but they didn't wait, and the judge just fucking lit her up. Like, you didn't argue that when all this shit was happening. You've known since the beginning of this trial that was the case, and you don't know who the jury summons was going to. It makes sense that one of them showed up. They both had the same name. Like, there's no reason to believe there was any foul play at hand. And of course, again, you didn't argue that at the beginning. You're way past that. You're just sour grapes because you lost. I was like, holy shit. Well, all right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just so crazy, and like all these different, like all this shit, like they're talking about. I think I mentioned this last time too, is like Bill Gates had went on and bought a bunch of farmland back east. Well, now he's being looked at and investigated for buying all that farmland. And what it is that he's actually trying to do is, if he's really trying to, is he going to put farm back on it, or is he buying it to do like low cost housing, or what's he going to do with that, with what was farmland before? And then there was in Finland. In Finland, apparently there was farmers that blocked off a road into town because the government there is trying to take away their farmland because of all the phosphates, apparently, that the farmland is using. They can't use their land because the nitrates are causing global warming or affecting climate. So they're trying to block them from being able to grow food. Well, but if they continue to do that, so that's going to affect people that drive trucks, right? It's going to affect farmers, which means what they are able to grow is going to be more expensive because the cost of all the chemicals and the cost of the seed and the water and everything else has gone up, not to mention shipping it to market. All that has gone up, so they have to charge more to make their money for their product, which in turn comes back on us, which in turn creates even more inflation on what we're doing. So I mean, there's a lot of weird shit going on, dude, and I do my best not to go down a rabbit hole. Like I watch it, I watch it from a distance, and I'm kind of aware of it, but I don't go as deep as I could down these rabbit holes. But man, some of this shit's got to make you think, man. I'm telling you.
Why does Bill Gates get hated on so much? I understand people with money, and you got haters that just naturally don't like you because of that, amongst other reasons.
Have you ever seen any of the excerpts of some of his interviews, and when he's talking about the pandemic, and you have one, whether it's real or whether it's made in a lab somewhere, and it's supposed to affect this and do that, and like sometimes they get out of hand and they're a little bit more than what you thought it was going to be, blah blah. And he's talking about this shit, and then he turns around and he says, but that's okay, because the next one we're going to have is going to be stronger, and it's going to do what was intended. So the way he talks about it and the way he says the things that he does makes it sound like he's a part of that conspiracy, a part of that trove of making these sorts of things happen, and that he's tied into all this government bullshit to do that. Just some shady shit that he says and that he's been implicated in doing. It just kind of makes you step back and wonder.
Because I've also heard of all the good things he would like to do. And for example, you just said he's buying up all this farmland,
right? And
possibly, he's looking to build low-income homes or places to live. How's that a bad thing?
Because you're taking away farmland. How are you going to feed all those people that are going into the low-income areas or globally? If you keep taking away farmland, where are you going to grow food?
Yes, if you keep taking away farmland. I mean, he's just starting to do this, correct?
It was like 150 acres or more than that.
Okay, I mean,
that's not like a football field, bro. That's like,
but if nothing was growing on it to begin with because of the farmer possibly lost the land or what have you, because you said, is he going to turn it into a farm again? Which tells me it's currently not a farm.
well, I think because a lot of these farmers have hit rough times, whether it be with water or whatever the situation is. A lot of them have lost a lot of product because they don't have people to ship their shit to market, and it's cheaper for them just to let it go bad on their farm than to try to find somebody that can get it to market for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but the end result is there's nothing growing on the farm.
Right. So he's taking advantage of, and I'm not saying advantage in a bad way. He's taking advantage of the situation where the farmers are losing money, and they're saying, "Hey, listen, I'll pay you so much a square foot, or I'll pay you so much."
Okay,
for an acre.
But he's also looking at it as he's got displaced people, families that can't afford to live anywhere. Possibly for the same reason, the pandemic.
Okay, so why doesn't he go to all these abandoned malls and shit that are everywhere? That because all these middle America we don't go to malls anymore. They buy everything fucking online, right? So why doesn't he go to all these malls or find buildings that are dilapidated and rebuild on those structures as opposed to buying farmland?
Let's say zoning issues. Let's say
if it's already an apartment, what's the issue?
Well, you just said a mall.
Okay, so even if it is a mall,
it might be in a commercial. That land is designated for commercial purposes,
which you can't put a farm on that either, right? So again, if you take up farmland, sooner or later you're going to run out of farmland, and what are we going to eat?
Again, you're saying he's taking up all the farmland. He bought one farm.
No.
How many farms did he buy?
Hold on. Are you good at math? Do you know how to figure out how much a hectare is?
A what?
A hectare of land?
A hectare?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Well, you don't have to look all that up, but the point is still this. You're looking at one problem, which is taking away potential food sources. And he's looking at another problem, which is housing people who are actually here. So he's still trying to do something good. Maybe his dedication is to people, to housing people.
Bill Gates owns 242 acres of farmland in 19 states. In addition, he owns 25,750 acres of transitional land and 1,234 acres of standby. Of acres of recreational land for a total land holding of 268,984 acres.
What's transitional land and what's recreational land?
All right. Let's find out. Farmland is sustainable. You no longer need Gates level well to benefit. Yeah. Let's see here. What does it say? I'm looking on this.
Not only, okay, that's fine, but also when you say nobody's buying stuff from these malls anymore, they're buying stuff online. So convert the malls into housing. How many people are actually eating farmland food anymore?
Well, even if they don't eat farmland food, the companies that you do buy your processed food from need that farmland food to create your processed shit. That's part of the ingredients in the crap we eat. I don't know. It's not giving me the definition of the lands. I'm sure that I could look it up, but I you know, all I'm saying is that there's a lot of people with a lot of money that do a lot of shady shit for all the wrong reasons, and we need to start watching all the shit that's going on because there's a lot of shady shit happening. Just saying.
Well, that's been going on, and that will continue to go on.
Yeah, but we need to be... God damn it, Tony. Just join the movement. Be more careful, Tony. God damn it. Like all these places that are... Like, where do you shop for your food most of the time?
Stater Brothers.
You ever go and there's no meat? Or very small amounts, or almost out?
I personally haven't gone Stater Brothers in quite some time.
Has your wife ever gone and there not be?
I don't remember if during the pandemic, especially in the beginning, if she ever said like, "Oh my God, the meat section is like scarce." So I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Because there's times where I've gone and go to this Walmart and like there's nothing.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no pork, there's no chicken, there's no turkey, like there's no beef.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen or even, well, I shouldn't say heard it, but I've never seen it. I ain't gonna lie, now that I think about it, I don't remember the last time I've been in a grocery store. It's been a minute,
That's
kid.
what happens when you got a good wife, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Man.
Jeez. I'm gonna wallow in that tonight. I don't have a good
Wow.
wife, and I have to go.
I don't remember the last time I've been in a grocery store, kid. Serious. Now that I'm thinking about it.
One of the parties, didn't you have to go and buy, or did your wife go?
I've been to a Costco,
Okay.
but an actual Stater Brothers, Albertsons, no. It's been a minute.
I hadn't been into an Albertsons till before I stopped going to Walmart. Like I stopped in Albertsons. I went to Albertsons twice. And then it was weird going into a girl, like I didn't know where shit was at. You know what store I did try that I really liked was Gelson's. I went right here on Bob Hope and what is that?
Gerald Ford.
Fred Warren? No, what is it?
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford. There you go. That's a nice grocery store.
It is
expensive.
Oh yeah,
very expensive.
You paying for that nice grocery store?
But it's a nice fucking grocery store,
dude. I'm gonna say it's probably been over a year since I've been in a grocery store.
Really?
Yeah, kid.
Wow.
I have not been in a grocery store for a minute.
I haven't been to Walmart, stepped inside in a good 6 months. But I do order everything online. They just drop it off at the door.
Still can't get over that.
Fuck, I don't even got to go to the grocery store no.
You know, it's funny. My son, my daughter. I haven't spoken to my daughter about this, but she's probably going through the same thing. It's hard for them to go to a grocery store, especially now for my son because he don't even have a car.
Right.
But my daughter, I mean, dude, again, parking in LA is crazy. If she goes to a grocery store that has ample parking, it's like 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away.
Jesus.
And that's if traffic is being nice. But he's going to get one of them old school...
The carts?
The shopping cart that you can fold up.
Yeah.
Because he's got to walk to a grocery store. And he's going to be walking for a minute. So I was actually... Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how I got to these pages on Amazon. But where you could buy your household items.
Right.
And like your trash bags. And just stuff like that. I was like... And I even told him, I was like, yo, you could order all this stuff on Amazon and it comes straight to your house.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah. I'm like, now I know why Mingo does it.
And you could,
I get it.
Right? And he could set it up to where like just do it the first time, right? And see how long that shit lasts you. And then you just say, okay, well, it took me 2 months, 3 months to get through all that shit. So now I'll just set it up automatically. It'll ship every 3 months.
You can do that?
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then you don't even have to remember about shit.
Dog, peep this. My kitchen sink, okay?
Right?
It's the nozzle is one of those that you can pull down and you push the button and it'll go from a stream to a spray.
Right.
All that stuff. I've been in my house since 2003, 2004.
You just learned how to use it?
No.
Oh.
I finally started having problems with it.
Oh, wow.
And when I say problem, I mean, I've opened it up, cleaned it out, calcium and all that kind of good stuff. But this last time I was trying to clean, you have to unscrew the tip, all that kind of good stuff. And I actually had my wrench on it and I squeezed too hard and I cracked it. So I was like, damn. And those things, them sinks are kind of
expensive. Yeah.
So I could have sworn I had the correct brand that I was using, that I was looking for.
Right.
And I couldn't find a replacement for it. Dude, could not find it. And then I said, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy a new one. And we couldn't use the sink. I mean, it was one of those things, you turn it on, water shooting in every direction. So, local Home Depot and Lowe's didn't have my certain setup, which is a single nozzle thing with a single on-off. Yeah. It has it. Anyways, I was having a hard time finding it locally. Online, it was going to take like 5 days. And again, I'm trying to look for the part that, again, the nozzle that you can actually pull down.
Right.
Couldn't find. I thought, let's say, for example, I thought it was a Moen. I'm on the Moen back catalog, circa 2003, kitchen faucet. Couldn't find it for nothing. I was shit out of luck. So it cost me almost $400 to purchase a new setup. Again, I'm going to show my age right now. And dude, you don't know how happy I was. I took a picture of that shit on Google, on my phone, via the Google camera.
It told you what it was?
Told me what it was. Sent me to Amazon. For like $60, I bought a brand new one.
Really?
Dog.
Google's your friend, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, I was in shock. I pulled it out. I took a picture of it. And it took me straight to it. It was a totally different brand. I don't remember what brand it is. Price Fister, maybe?
Wow.
Dude. Incredible. I was so amazed that I was able to take a picture of it and boom.
Well, have you bought any? Do you have any Amazon stock?
No.
So, about 2 months ago, it was like $2,500 a share.
Damn.
And then it split 2 months ago, and the shares are at $100. So I took what I could and I bought a couple shares. They're projected to be back up at that 2,000 mark within a year and a half. So, I have it set up like every 2 weeks. $25, another $25,
wow.
25. But by the time that shit get back up to 2,000, I should have quite a few shares, and I'm gonna be able to retire off of Amazon. But I'm giving them all their fucking money back anyways, because that's all I fucking buy. And then it was just fucking Prime Days the last 2 days, so here I don't need that, but fuck, that's a good price. We're going, okay, I'm gonna get it. Oh, I don't need that, but that's a good fucking price. We get you right down a fucking rabbit hole.
Did you? Is there an actual list of the stuff that's like for sale? Sale, I should say?
Yes. So they have these things where they do on Prime Day, they have lightning sales. So you go on and just for a certain amount of time, these fucking items are deeply discounted. And then like every couple of hours, they're adding things and adding things and adding things. It tells you, all right, so many are left. This is how much longer this will be available, blah, blah, blah. And you know, whatever it is that you're going for, what you're looking for, what you think you might want or you've been wanting, you can go on and look and find quite a bit of fucking deals, dude.
Really?
Yeah. I really tried to stay off, but I was home because I was fucking paying. I'm sitting there. Oh yeah, it's Prime Day. Oh yeah. I've been okay. Let's get that. Oh yeah. That too. Hey, I wonder. Goddamn, they have it. Like fuck, man. Can't win for losing, Tony.
Yeah, I hear you.
So one last thing before we go. Today's the day. Well, actually, by the time you hear this, it was yesterday. Did you go to Chick-fil-A yet?
Negative.
Why not?
It just opened today.
Right, I figured if anybody was gonna be in fucking line.
Dude, it's 120 degrees outside. As much as I would like to go, anything that's a grand opening, it's gonna be a shit show. The people working there, they're new. They really don't know what they're doing. They don't have it down to a science yet. So I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks.
I'm gonna give it some time.
I'm gonna give it some time. Let the hysteria die down a little bit, and then I'll go. I'll wait in line, a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because that's one hell of a chicken sandwich.
Now, the only time I've been to a Chick-fil-A was when I was living in New Mexico. And the one thing that they allowed you to do is they would put green chili, like a slab of green chili on your fucking chicken sandwich. And that shit was so fucking bomb, bro.
You're crazy.
Yeah, like it would just bam, and a big old fucking like a chili tongue right on your fucking bomb, bro.
Disgusting.
Okay, so what all do they offer at Chick-fil-A, or what do you enjoy there?
It's just a spicy chicken sandwich.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I do. That's it.
And
my old lady gets the salads. My old lady get the chicken sandwich deluxe. In my opinion, everything else there is no good.
Really?
I've had shakes, horrible. Their fries are not great.
I've seen a video where they take their fries and mix it with the mac and cheese. And do they have nuggets there? Like
tenders, yes.
So they take their tenders and they mix that with all of that and some sort of hot sauce, and they just shake it all up in whatever container it comes in, and that shit's the only reason to go to Chick-fil-A.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's...
Really? I might have to give that a try, because I love me some mac and cheese.
Yeah,
good mac and cheese.
Let me see.
Panera got some good mac and cheese.
Yeah, they do. They really, really do. They used to have this macaroni bowl, or they would do it in a bread bowl.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And it was the Baja macaroni and cheese, so it had some sort of beaner flavor to it. That shit was bomb though, dude.
Dog,
so good.
There's a spot in Palm Springs.
Go ahead,
dude. It's been under construction for at least a year. And like last month or just a couple weeks ago, I saw a news story on it because it just opened downtown Palm Springs. It's called P.S. I Love Mac and Cheese.
Yes, I saw something on that today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like it's going to be good.
Dude.
Now, not only does the actual... I think it's just mac and cheese. It's just different... additions to a regular mac and cheese.
They did what I saw was they took the mac and cheese, so they take their macaroni and they put it in a bowl, and then they put the cheese sauce on top of it, and then I don't know if it was barbecue sauce or hot sauce. I want to say it was barbecue sauce, because the next thing they did is they took it looked like the burnt brisket ends.
Okay.
And they mixed that in with the mac and cheese, and then they put it on a piece of toast and put another piece on top, and they toasted it, so you had a fucking mac and cheese brisket sandwich. Oh my god, dude. I about fucking licked the screen on my phone. That shit looked bomb.
Well, dude, you want to know what else is surprising? They're open till like midnight during the week.
Really?
And like to 2:30 in the morning on the weekends.
So they're open right now.
Yeah. Dude, and nothing's open that time of night.
Right. But if you are open at that time, you better be making mac and cheese. Because that would be the one thing that the people that are up at that hour.
2:30? Coming out of the clubs, coming out of the bars.
Fuck yeah. Who's like, hey, let's go get some of that mac and cheese. Fuck yeah. They're going to put Denny's out of business. Remember going to Denny's
Yep.
right out of the club.
Oh, back to Chick-fil-A. Like
Okay.
I said, I'll give it some time.
Yeah, and they do make their own mac and cheese. They were just
Really?
yeah.
I don't think I've ever known
So
that.
you take their French fries and the mac and cheese and their chicken and whatever hot sauce they give you, and you mix it up and just shake it in that fucking box and just fucking mow through
And
it.
one of the reasons why their spicy chicken sandwiches is so good, because it's actual spicy spices in the breading.
Oh, it's not a powder
It's not
over it. It's not
a
liquid.
sauce. Yeah, it's the actual chicken itself is spicy, and it's off the hook.
Really?
Oh,
Don't oversell it,
man.
dude. Please don't oversell it, because I'm gonna go try.
Woo!
All right. Maybe next show we'll have some. That'll be about a week. You want to wait too? The 14th. We'll wait till the first week in August.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
All right. Try it out. I don't, because fuck.
Matter of fact, maybe one of these nights I'll bring some mac and cheese.
Ooh wee. That sounds like a plan and a half right there. Yeah, if we wait till the first of all, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be perfect. Let's do that. That gives them 2 weeks, and it gives us a little time to kind of continue talking about it, marinate a little bit on it, and figure out what it is we're gonna do. Tony, do you have any final words? Any birthday shout outs?
Yes.
Anybody you got to give some love to?
Yes. First of all, I have to offer 2 apologies.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've missed 2. One while we were gone, and one I just didn't have in my phone. So, surprisingly.
Wow.
So, the one we missed, our listener Raymond,
Right?
his wife, Bobby, her birthday was on the 17th of last month of June.
Oh, wow.
So, our apologies, Bobby.
Bobby and belated
Bobby
belated
Bagana,
birthday.
happy birthday. Our apologies. Last Friday, the 8th,
Okay.
Shannon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he turned 51.
Woo. Oh,
So,
man, Shannon.
happy birthday. Sorry we missed it.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah. And it's funny because in the group text I'm on with them, they were wishing him a happy birthday. And I was like, I'm looking at my phone and it's not in there. And I was like, was it his birthday? So sure enough, I go looking for the photos, and when he had his 50th birthday party, sure enough, it was in June. I was like, oh, man, I can't believe I missed that. So again, Shannon, my apologies.
Did you already call and apologize to him? Now you're just doing it on the air?
No, but I did actually, on the side, I hit him straight. It's like, yo, when's your actually birth date? So I could, make sure I don't miss it next time.
Right. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Good play.
Tomorrow, Manuel's son, Alex, turns 12.
Happy
So
birthday, Alex.
Wow, 12.
12.
One more year, he's in the teens, kid.
Woo. Gonna make you a grandpa real soon. Just kidding, dog. I'm not wishing that on you.
And just in case something goes wrong and we don't record in the beginning of next week, Ivan and Marta's wedding anniversary, the 20th anniversary.
Wow, congratulations, guys.
Yes. And congratulations, 20 years. Wednesday the 20th, July the 20th will be 20 years.
Wow.
So, didn't we just speak
Oh,
about
yeah,
is that a golden date? Golden anniversary?
Only if it was in February. Because then that would have been February the 20th on the 22. That's the golden. That's the trifecta.
No.
But you could be, because it's the both of them on the 20th and the 22nd.
In regards to dates, 2 years ago would have been a golden because it would have been the 20th. It was on the 20th in the year of the 20th. 20. Yeah,
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. Okay.
But it's 20 years on the 20th.
All right.
So, anyways, happy anniversary.
Yeah,
to-
happy anniversary. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, it's no joke.
This year, August, I'll have 14 years single.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations, brother.
Right?
Yeah.
That's huge, man. That's huge.
And you still go to grocery stores. You see what happens?
Hell no. They bring it to me.
Dog, I can't believe I haven't been in a grocery store in forever.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I had to have been to a grocery store since then. If I have been to a grocery store, it was just to run in and buy something and run out.
Yeah, not walking through.
No. And I don't even remember doing that.
And it's not even something that you're like, oh, fuck, I need to go do because it's a fucking grocery store or whatever.
Yeah.
Let your wife do it, dude. Whatever. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for listening. We love you guys. Talk to you guys again real soon. Peace out.